All right, what's up, family? This is a more serious one. Not too serious, but serious enough, especially when it touches you personally. So I'm going to title this one. Watch this, y'all. 4 words. Do me a favor. How many times you heard that? Yo, auntie, yo, uncle, yo, cuz, yo, coworker, friend, neighbor. Yo, man, could you do me a quick favor? Could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor? I need a favor, right? Jokers always need favors, right? And if you got some level of respect and love for that person, you don't mind. And you might be genuinely a good-hearted person. You don't mind helping out, lending a helping hand, right? Because they asked for what? They said, could you do me a favor? But here's the problem about doing a favor. Do you realize when you do somebody a favor, you're doing it from the kindness of your heart. But what they don't realize, that's where I'm gonna get y'all. I want y'all to pay attention. What they don't realize, when this person do you a favor, there's a debt that's owed now. Yes, I know a lot of y'all don't want to believe it, but it is. There's a debt owed now. And what I mean by a debt, an obligation. Yes, auntie did that favor for you. You said you needed her to watch your kids while you went and checked that new job. You know, you needed her to drop you off at the doctor's appointment. You needed her to pick you up from the airport. You needed her to help you out with a little bit of bills you fell behind on. You needed her to pick you up at the car place because you're getting service on your car. Whatever. I don't care, whatever it is. You ask somebody for a favor. There's an obligation. There's a debt to be paid now. And what does that debt mean? That's going to be the word of the day, matter of fact, obligation. Because people don't realize when you ask for favors, there's a debt to be paid. And what does the word obligation mean? You look it up. Obligation means it's a commitment. You made a commitment to somebody. You got to commit back to them when they need you now. You can't come with excuses. So obligation, you look it up. It means an act or the moral or legal, you're morally or legally bound to somebody. You know, you ask for this, so guess what? When I need a favor, what I need is results. Like the old video we did where I said, that's something we carry a long time in my family. You want to put it on a shirt? Put it on a shirt. And that is, we don't make excuses. We make results. See, especially if somebody did me a favor, then I know the day that they need a favor from me, oh, no problem, you got it. Unless that person needed a favor from me where they paid me. See, now if they paid me to do them this favor, then it's equal. But if they didn't pay me, then I did this favor to them. Guess what? That's a debt that needs to be paid. Maybe later today, tomorrow, next week, next year. But eventually, that's a debt that needs to be paid. But see, what a lot of people do, they need a favor. They come to you and say, do me a favor. But they have no intentions of thinking like it's a debt, because it is a debt, meaning an obligation. Okay, I'm going to do this favor for you. But now when I need a favor, I need results. I don't need excuses.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
You know what, babe? Honestly, babe, that's a really, really strong point in what you're saying. Because I always did said and believe strongly it's a two-way street. You cannot have that selfishness mentality that, that person is going to be there for me, but down the line ain't going to come in here and ask me, because, you know, it's always life. People are dealing with so many excuses that it's acceptable, that they think that it's acceptable, but it's not.
Oh, come on, auntie. What are you talking about? Not saying you wonder why your auntie, your friend, your coworker, they don't want to deal with you no more.
Exactly.
Because, you know, they did you a favor. Now they needed a favor, and you gave them every excuse in the book. Oh, my car broke down. Oh, man, you know, I didn't have the money. Oh, man, I woke up late. Oh, man, I had to be with my wife that day. I had a buddy back in the days like that. Every time he needed a favor, oh, my toilet broke, I was zip over there and fix it for him. Oh, man, could you show me how to do this? And show me how to do this. Do me a favor. I would do it. Then when I asked him for a favor, he always threw his wife in my face. Oh, man, I couldn't do it, man, because my wife needed me at the house for this. Oh, man, I got my kids with me. Hey, when you asked me to do your toilet, I brought my kids with me and fixed your toilet. What is you talking about? But see, these be the people, they always got excuses. And then eventually, when that other person that did you the favor, they cut you off. Now you be like, yo, man. Then they even come with, they try to make you feel guilty. How many times you heard this dumb line? Yo, man, but you got to understand, man. You know, I was going through this at the time when you asked for that favor. Man, you got to understand, you girl, you know what I'm saying? You know, my car wasn't working. You got to understand, I ain't have it when you asked me. Well, you better get it. Because see, once again, I'm going to keep saying it. If you got the nerve and the audacity to ask somebody for a favor, you better put it in your mind. That's a debt that makes you have an obligation to pay back later. Stop thinking people doing stuff for you for free. They got their own lives and their own families to worry about too. But when they take a little time out of their family and their life to add it to yours, there's an obligation you got to pay back later. Because like I said, what did your homegirl say? Remember your homegirl back in the day, that video she made? Like she said, all people want to do to you. See, that's what most people want to do. All they want to do is use you. Or like your homegirl said, this is all people want to do.
Guess it's safe to say you don't trust people.
No, I don't. You know, when you trust somebody, you get this done to you. All they want to do to you. That's all they want to do. Trusted somebody before, this would happen. You let them get close to you. This is all they want to do. This is all they want. All. Watch out.
Exactly. Most people just want to use you up, get over on you, screw you over, as she said. They just want to screw you over if you allow them. Remember the saying that I've said so many times in my videos. If you allow yourself to be used, then people will use you up until you could be used no more. Let me say it one more time for you. If you allow yourself to be used, people will use you up till you could be used no more. Don't allow it. Because we know how it is. I don't mind helping out a friend, a co-worker, a family member. I don't mind. I actually love it. But doggone it, now, and I don't ask people for stuff, and I damn sure don't ask for money. But when I do need a favor, especially if I did a favor for you, I don't want to hear no excuses. Remember what the word obligation means. It means an act or moral or legally bound to something or someone. It's a commitment. You asked for a favor. You came to this person and said, yo, could you do me a favor? Sure, no problem. What you need? Okay, let's go handle that. You need me to drive you to the airport? You need me to help you put on this back deck? Oh, you need me to hook you up with my girlfriend who does hair and you don't know her, but you need me to put a good word in for you? You need me to put you down as you want to use my name as a reference to get that job? I don't care what it is. You need me to watch your kids? You need me to lend you some money? Whatever it is. I couldn't even possibly name all the favors people ask for. All kind of crazy favors sometime on top of that. But whatever the favor is, you need to know you have an obligation now. It's a debt that needs to be paid. And that debt is your obligation to show that respect back to that person when they need it.
You know what's really pitiful?
What's that?
In today's society? Everything has to be written down with an agreement.
Damn near, you're right.
Because you remember back in the days, our great-great-great-grandparents, years and centuries years ago, people would actually, their word meant a lot.
I like that.
Today's society,
People
the word don't
mean
mean nothing. They can promise you and say, oh, and it make you believe that, oh, yeah, I'm going to be here for you just like you're there for me.
Bull crap.
But when the time comes, they're so full of crap.
Oh man, I know you needed that favor, but yo, I was going through something when you caught me at the wrong time. I mean, I could do it for you another day. I don't need it another day. I need it now. Just like when you needed it now, I took care of it for you. But now when I need it, all I'm getting from you is excuses. And now, when you don't realize that that favor was a debt to be paid and an obligation returned to that person.
Exactly.
You don't want to believe it, but I'm telling you it is. A favor is a debt that you got to return an obligation to someone when they need it. And when you don't, now you understand why that person no longer messes with you.
That's cutting something good.
Burning bridges.
Yeah, you got something going on so good. Why mess it up?
I never understood that. You got all these people, right? You got all these family members, friends, co-workers. None of them messes with you. You got one person, you could call them in the middle of the night, early morning, late at night, and when you call them for whatever you need, particularly be money, they get it to you right there in seconds. I'll cash out it to you right away. Why would you screw that person over?
Exactly.
Think about what I'm saying, folks. But don't people do it? You go, wait a minute, hold on a second. You couldn't call your brother, your sister, your auntie, your father, your cousin, your friend, all the people that still be kissing your butt back in the page. back in the days for what you used to could do. You's a has-been.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no has-been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off. Come on. Wanna jump? Jump.
Still talking about what you used to do when you was 14. So what? You're 50 now. You can't call none of them. But you call me. And I make it happen for you. You screw me over? You screw the one person who got your back. That's who you screw over? That's who you don't return the obligation of respect to? And now you wonder why they don't mess with you? No, you screw yourself over. You're nothing to be respected. When you look in that mirror, you should be ashamed.
Exactly.
But ultimately, to stay on the topic, a lot of y'all need to understand, when you say those words to somebody, do me a favor. A favor is a debt that needs to be repaid back as an obligation from you back to that person. It's respectful. We always want to keep it respectful. Peace.